Hello everyone, my name is Genevieve Harrison. My sister did a video about me last week and now it's my turn to do my side of the story. I think I was covering up the microphone. Oh well. So I'm going to tell you my side of the story from when we found out that we were twin sisters. So, a little bit of backstory about what I was up to. Mostly this is about my first movie. And so my first movie was Better Together. My sister mentioned that in the last video. And so the movie is basically about two sisters. The mother dies at the beginning and they have a little sister, and they decide instead of going to the system, they are going to try to make it on their own. So my character, Genevieve, they were named after us. They just decided whatever. So anyway, my character, Genevieve, is the one who is kind of crazy, comes up with everything, is like, we're going to buy a house, it's going to be amazing. You know, it's just a one-bedroom house. It's very small. But, so, yeah, and then, she has kind of a twin sister. Her sister was adopted, and her name is Janelle, and my girl was not adopted, and her name is Genevieve. And then they have a little sister, Ariel, who's like a baby, like 1 year old or something. Anyway, so yeah, they go and live and take care of the little sister. So, anyway, how I got the role was I started with an audition in LA. I had to fly out there from England. Shout out to my mum, who was amazing and bought me a bunch of plane tickets to LA. Well, bought us both. I didn't go by myself, not that brave. Yeah, and just kept us going because it's a very expensive thing to do, and she's amazing. So yeah, I started with one audition where I was super nervous for, because I had to do an American accent, which I had never really done one in front of people before. You know, I would practice in front of like a mirror or like in front of my mum, but I'd never done an American accent in front of strangers before. So that was super nerve-wracking, and also I had to sing an American accent because the movie is a musical, and that is a lot harder than it sounds because Americans pronounce so many things differently, and when you're singing you don't really think about that. When you're talking it's easy to switch, but when you're singing it's harder. So anyway, I got through that first audition. I thought I did okay. You know, obviously I was nervous, so I probably didn't do the best I could have. But I thought I did okay. But then I didn't hear for 6 months, and that was horrible. I was like basically giving up. My dog just came in. Hello. She's like really messy. Okay. She needs a bath. I should give her a bath. Anyway, now I don't remember what I was saying. I put chapstick on. She's smelling it like crazy. Okay. So anyway, what was I talking about? Probably the thing that this video is about. I've only got a limited space. Like my twin sister said, I like this necklace. We got necklaces. I have a J, she has a G. It's super sweet. We love it. Anyway, so I was talking. So anyway, I'd given up. I was like, alright, so I guess I should take more classes. I should like go out for other things. But then I got a call 6 months after I had auditioned, like, which is the point where you give up, you know, there's nothing out there. I don't know. But then I got a call and they said, okay, so we auditioned all the girls that we wanted. Now we've got 12 sets of sisters that we're bringing back to audition for a chemistry test. So then, sorry, she was being naughty. So then I went in, I was in the last group, and I met this girl, Janelle, and we, like, were talking a little bit. Obviously, we're both really nervous at the time. And so then I can't think something weird. Whatever. So then we were like, you know what? I want you to get the audition. You know, or the part. Anyway, we said it the right way when we said it. And so then we were like, you know what I think would really help is if we started telling each other stuff that only twin sisters would know about each other. Not twin sisters. Well, yeah, basically twin sisters. Anyway, so then we started talking, and, like, we told each other our crushes, and, like, you know, deepest, darkest secret stuff, basically. Which was really nice, because I had never had a sister. I had a mum, and, like, you know, we're really close, but also she's my mum. Yeah, you don't tell your mum everything. And, like, not that there was really dark stuff, but, you know, you don't tell your mum everything. This is horrible lighting. Just now realising that. Yep, that's worse. Okay, we're going to sit like this. Okay. So, then we went in for the audition, and we were, like, giggling the whole time. We were doing, like, this. It was completely sister-like, you know, and I was like, I think we nailed it, you know. She was like, yeah, we definitely nailed it. So then we were like, we had big heads. We were like, yeah, we're getting the part, you know, we're doing it. Then those horrible people, they played with our emotions so much. We didn't hear back from them for, I can't remember how much time. It probably wasn't as long as I think it was. Maybe like 6 weeks, so a month. And so it seemed like a really long time at the time, though, because, you know, we were waiting to hear. And so then we heard back. I heard back, actually. We didn't hear together because she was in America and I was back in England. I heard, and they said, you got the part. And I was like, this is amazing. You know, I never dreamed this. And then I was like, what if Janelle didn't get the part? I was so worried. I was like, this is going to be the worst. If she did get the part, then, you know, I don't want to, like, tell her that I got the part. And then I just was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. You know, we're like, well, she'll be supportive. I have a feeling. And so I called her. I was like, hey, Janelle, I got good news. I got the part. And then she was like, oh my goodness, I got the part too. I didn't want to tell you because I was like worried that you didn't get the part. I was like, oh my goodness, this is so exciting. So then we went back to LA. And no, we didn't. We did not go back to LA. I'm thinking of a different time. I'm the worst at telling this story. Anyway, I was still in England. But then my mum bought a house in LA. Because she was like, alright, you've got this. This movie's going to be a hit. I know it. So then we went to LA. So we did go to LA pretty soon. But anyway, there was more I should have said before. And so we went to LA. Sorry, I got a bit of a cold. Okay, I'm just starting to lose my voice. It's great. So she bought an apartment in LA, which is extremely expensive, but she did it. And then I filmed the movie, which was actually in Vancouver. And then that's when I met my boyfriend. Yeah, that's when I met my boyfriend. And we didn't start dating until I was 15. So earlier this year. Anyway. And, like, don't worry, we weren't like one of those. Well, he was old. He's old. He's 3 years older than me. Seems old. Anyway, so, yeah, and then I was in England at the time, I thought, when I call her my mom. I call her my mom, not my mum. Anyway, I don't know if you can tell the difference with this accent that I have. Anyway, but yeah, I call her my mom because she's my twin sister's mother, So yeah, we got really close really quickly. Jemima and I, we talked. You know, I didn't have a sister, and the closest sister in age to her was 5 years older, which doesn't seem like a big difference. You know, she explained all this to me, obviously. Just, you know, when she explained it to me, I was like, you have 7 sisters. How were you lonely? And she was like, well, I mean, if you think about it, 5 years is like a big age difference. When I became a teenager, she became an adult, you know. So I was like, oh, okay. Okay, fair enough. Anyway, I'm running out of storage. I'm gonna end the video. So yeah, she basically just, our mothers called each other, and then they set it up. When I was in LA, my mum was like, oh, well, we're in LA, you know, why don't we just come to New York for a couple of days so our daughters can meet? And, well, meet again. Anyway, so, this was a great video. I feel like I crushed it. So anyway, if you want to hear more of my side of the story, let me know. I'll let my sister know, rather, in the comments. And yeah, it was great talking about this. It's really fun. And thanks for watching. Subscribe. Bye.